Alex of All Trades here, and I am back with another Vampyr live stream. What was I gonna say? Something else. No, I can't remember what it was. This looks familiar now that I've been to the cemetery. Okay, so I have to make so much fatigue cure. I remember that. Like, an insane amount. I don't know what happened. Was it my fault? Turn up the volume. Okay, so... let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people have fatigue. Got it. It's weird. What are you doing? Okay. Does that mean I have 3? I have such a hard time knowing what it's telling me. Okay, I have 3, and I need 4 more. Okay. Did you get up? Hey, babe. What you doing? Stop crying. Can you get out of my face? I need to find everybody and give them their fatigue cures. Why are you all so tired? Is she one of them? No, she's fine. Okay. Okay, I understand why the guy she keeps, molesting has fatigue.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
That's Pippa. Pippa does not. No. But
Fear
Milton
of
does.
disgust on every street corner.
Is that Ackroyd?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, but...
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Well, I'm gonna force you to anyway.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed.
What the
We
fuck
do
are
not
you
see
talking
you in
about?
surgery very often.
Oh my god. I hate you. You are such a jerk, Ackroyd.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong.
Fair.
We're doctors, not politicians.
Good. Good. I like you. That that improved my opinion of you.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
After I just called him an asshole. She's
I'm
sick.
all right.
Good
Waste
evening,
your
Doctor.
time with me.
How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Good evening, sir.
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
That's probably not a issue with me. Wow. So many hints from her.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Woman of mystery.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Good evening.
I just need to find Milton and
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me,
the nurse and the Indian guy. I don't want to. She's still over there. Didn't you kill that guy? There's the nurse. Or is
Good
that-
evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good
No,
evening, Dr.
That's
Reed.
the wrong nurse. She's right. Yeah, she's fine. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Yeah, these look too similar for me.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives.
Well, yeah, I'm a doctor.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks, anyway.
I suppose that's true. Does he have
I'd like
anything
to see your goods.
Wise
Thank you.
choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Or I'm confused. Like a password? I think so. Body over here. Where are the... There it is.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
No.
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a
Why
long
was
life.
it grayed out?
But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Because I didn't ask that? Okay.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed, I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Okay.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
There's no. Right, now I have to go find the other nurse.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
To give you the benefit of the doubt.
As for me,
I'm so tired.
what a blundering idiot.
Will this shift never end?
It's Pippa again. I feel like I hear her. There she is.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, is that everybody at the Pembroke? Yes. Whew. I don't want them getting worse.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
I have a feeling if I left them several rest periods, they would get worse. Let's go talk to Dr. Swansea.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
What else did I find? What am I choosing by saying this? God damn it. Yes, I have.
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
I didn't
There's
go
a lot
that
we're not
fast.
seeing here, but it is spreading and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us.
What are you talking
A
about?
weapon of choice.
What on earth do you
The
mean?
song just started playing
Why,
in my
you,
head.
my dear boy, with your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
What are you talking about? Hey, P. Beaver. I don't know what this means. If it's like excited or like yearning or fear. I think it's too dangerous.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
I think he's...
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you.
Yeah, you did say you had something to tell me.
I
What is
have
on
some
your
rather
neck?
bad news.
What?
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
Oh my god, no, she
My
turned.
sister.
She's to be buried
Oh,
this
okay.
evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Okay. Why is her funeral in the middle of the night? That's a real question because they don't do that. No. So I have to go back to the cemetery for her. Treatment for fatigue. Go back over there. What are you doing? Hey, hey, hey! That is not a scratching post. Oh, this thing was brand new! You were... Oh, bitch. You put, like, 5 holes in it. God. on, cat. Why can't I? Why is there no way to move this map? Seriously, why is this not something I can do? I think I need to go south. Oh no, wait, there's an event. What's the event? Oh, it's Dr. Swansea. Go back upstairs, talk to Dr. Swansea. Where'd you go?
I need to talk to you, Edgar.
Please do so.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out and offered me the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
What? Sure about that?
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Prewen. Zealots to the last man.
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
I've been killing a lot of them. Although, they've always attacked me first, so...
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very capable woman.
She's dead. She blackmailed her. That's
She was
true.
blackmailing Lady Ashbury. Thought she was murdering patients as some sick upper-class game.
Nurse Crane was playing a dangerous game. She's lucky Lady Ashbury abhors violence.
We'll talk later.
I can't tell him that I killed her. He doesn't need to know that. It was an accident anyway.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Wait, I do not have fatigue cure on me, though. I do that before I go over there. I went to the wrong side. Whitechapel. How are they doing? They have got someone with a cold. I have a treatment for cold on me. You're just running around making house calls like an actual doctor.
I cannot enter.
Damn, that killed him. Is across there. Okay.
This is not the place for you.
Oh, got it. Stop it. Is it the North Docks, maybe?
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top. You're a better youngling for that.
people. Hey!
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, miss.
Was ironic.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
She's healthy. Alright, good. Oh! She's Quaid Cox's wife. The guy I killed.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're pretty blunt.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Booth and Edwina Cox have recently killed a man in retaliation. Why did you just admit to murder? Seems like a dumb thing to do.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard.
I killed him like
I'm
5
still
days
his wife,
ago.
And his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who
Come
dies.
on, Dr.
just
Reed.
like
Do you have room to talk?
Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
I don't think I'm interested. talking to someone. Where'd that person go?
Foolish girl and her free principles. She's got no idea who she's dealing with.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Oh,
Don't
hey.
you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Yep.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Might want to try sleeping.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Do you really think this man works?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I
See?
drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why?
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the alcoholics are usually self-meditating something.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I'll drink at night.
You can drink all 3 of those times and still have a job. If you don't overdo it.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
What?
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Okay.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is, I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
I feel sorry for this guy.
Is there anything in particular?
How dare you?
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
Ooh. Wow. It's kind of true. I already. Of course he
Surely
did.
you must have had dreams
Bomb
and
kind of
expectations when
destroyed
you were
them.
young, like everybody else.
Sure, I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist,
Oh.
and I believe that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Did you actually set the bomb off? Because if you did, now I feel less sorry for you.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
You know, not all anarchists don't believe in private property. Those are anarcho communists, which is kind of a oxymoron, honestly.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Fair. Yeah, do you still see your comrades?
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Okay, that's a lot better. Okay, maybe his friends set the bomb off, and that's why he's not with them anymore.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
It's so sad.
That's not long ago, this sort of...
What are you doing, Tom? I remember
Good evening,
your name.
Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Okay, he's good.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Well, something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
I will do that.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Yeah.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
There's got to be something
So few clients. What with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
Think she happens to be right that the area is unsafe?
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I got responsibilities. And it's not like I got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
There are a lot of Indian descendant Brits.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
That sounded like a longer list than I thought you were gonna say.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
It's because you're angry. Is there a way to make you less angry?
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
So I've managed to find a couple of people. But I'll just steal Tom's money.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet blue boys get what's coming to them.
still looking for people. There are a lot more people here than I have found.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
Oh, he has a cold.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
True. You're right about that, actually. I do actually do that.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Someone you specifically thinking about?
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Jesus Christ, man.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. It's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Okay, calm down. I will find it for you.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
You're a tricky one.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Hypocrites, all of them. Maggots and liars.
There's just combat down there. Hey. What's up here? Oh, is this the bridge? Okay. I remember that. See if this moves me to a different... Ah, yes. Move me to Fallbrook. Fallbrook. I have literally no idea.
For now, everything seems under
Wait. Is this Booth?
Vengeance.
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for for your orders, my sweet queen.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true. Otherwise...
They are true. I
Good
know
evening,
that
sir.
for a
Who the
fact.
fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones. Just so
Maybe
you
that would
remember
get
me.
your boys killed. How are you doing? Good, you're healthy. So I didn't want to fucking help you anyway.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes
Who is she
about me
talking
and my
to?
boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
Also, I'm like a foot taller than you.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot boys work for me. All of them.
No, they don't.
The situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
You are lying.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now.
I think she
She's
can.
more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Yeah.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Are you so heartless that you could pull the trigger and kill someone without even blinking?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body will make a difference?
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gang, the epidemic, everyone throwing the blame.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
You again. What do you want?
Sometimes you have to leave to get the hint
Goodbye,
to pop up.
Mr. Digby. Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Yeah, you probably manipulated him.
I believe you manipulated Booth Digby to get everything you wanted from him, both inside and outside the bedroom.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Wait, she didn't say she suspected him. She said in a hypothetical in which he cheated on her, she would kill him. That's not the same thing.
Goodbye, Miss Cox. Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Okay, where did Booth go?
Without the wet
Someone's
boots,
playing a
keeping
right
things
strange
straight,
game.
Park would be running completely amok.
You again. What do you want?
Now I seem even taller.
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
I truly know other people. I feel like there are a lot more people. Cover letter. Hello, Frank. How are you, my old friend? It was good to see you last week. Next time, let me get the rounds in. I hope everything is okay on your side of town. Here in your old neighborhood, the situation is getting worse. Clay is getting more violent every day and is only thinking about expansion, even when it seems there are some new players around. There are trying to dispute our territory. The Wet Boot Boys are in a bad spot, I'm afraid. So I thought about what you said last time we met, that you never regretted leaving the gang, that the only thing you regret is never being able to put foot in the East End again, to avoid a good beating or worse. Well, rest assured that you'd have my protection if you decide to pass by. And maybe we could talk again about new opportunities and job offer? A job offer? You know, I have always been good with numbers, so maybe if you need an accountant in your company, let's talk about that, shall we? So he wants to leave. Say hello to your wife for me. WWB, Wet Boot Boys for life, old chap, Booth Digby. Yeah. Interesting. He wanted to quit. I'm gonna talk to him first instead of her, because I think if I talk to her first, I might lose out on a hint with him. But before I do, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I'm back. Okay, so let's go talk to Booth. Right,
You
you're not.
again. What are you?
Yeah,
want?
you are. Okay.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
I feel like I got not a lot out of that.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Nothing. I wanted nothing.
Heartens me to know you can't see me, my sweet queen. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
Keeps just moving around. Where the fuck is everybody else? For fighting. I really have not found people. This area looks actually familiar to me. I know it's a fighting area.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true.
I've really hardly found anyone in this area. Alright, I guess I can start doing the investigations that I have then. Oh wow, that's actually really far away? I don't really... already generally in the vicinity of where I need to be. Okay. This is the bridge.
For now, everything seems under control, more or less.
Hide out or not. Really is just anywhere in this vicinity.
I think drink no rum is
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
You know, it would be nice to see each other outside the pub sometime.
This situation won't last forever. After, we'll have plenty of time to plan the future.
Good thing we haven't seen Seymour for a while. Even Tyson stopped coming in every night.
The pub's become right peaceful, don't you think?
If I can't find it, I might have to look it up on.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Why is everyone leaving lit cigarettes around? You want to burn the place down? Because that's how you burn the place down. Ah, she just came out of there. Oh, that's just a... Why were you guys out there?
Disturbs me.
Go away, Tom.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
This is a very tiny storeroom.
So few clients.
Are they stupid or something?
With the epidemic, no
Never
one dares
been
go
to India.
outside.
This is a very big area to search, honestly. There's money right here. Very. No, I moved out of it. Just going in circles. This is, again, the bridge. Where's this fucking necklace? Out of it again. We didn't lose it in the fucking water?
Someone's playing a right strange game. I hope we don't find
hell are you?
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
You made it seem like he was a sir. Oh, he's got anemia.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Why?
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
That was like a mother. Oh, is that Seymour's mom?
So
I will
long,
get
Rufus.
him a cure.
Be careful. Take care.
I can feel it coming in my bones. A hatred.
Oh,
a wave of
it's
bitter
him.
death to drown and purge our city.
Would you stop being so damn dark, dude?
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
Okay.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry.
It's locked.
Just grew eyes on the back of that head, sir. Gentlemen are easy targets in these
Yeah, let me in so I can steal all your stuff. You share a bed? Only one.
Please don't stay too long, sir. So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope Factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He
Keep
died
hearing
when
them
my Seymour was
mention
just
Jack.
a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
The orphan that regards you as a mother, please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Yeah, give me that.
Mrs. Fishburne, are you in need of any medical assistance?
I am fine for now, least in body. Thank you for your concern, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
Something in the trash? Sorry, but if they need factory workers so much, why are all these people in games that want to get out of those games? This really makes sense to me. He would have been all over this place multiple times, and I have not seen hide nor hair of this fucking necklace. Yeah. What's he doing? I'd like to talk to him.
Am I really cursed? It would explain so much.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
So love to gaze at the stars.
Yeah, I cannot
The
find
fog's
this
been
fucking
hiding them of
necklace.
late.
It's essentially like it doesn't exist to me. Oh, there's a train over there. Oh.
Foolish girl and her pretty principles. She's got no idea who she's dealing with.
Who are you talking about? That was even outside of it.
Heartens me to know you can't see me, my sweet queen. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
Why are you just shooting the wall?
You again. What do you want?
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Alright. I'm gonna do something else then. Since I cannot find this thing.
Someone's playing a right strange game. And I'm gonna
Western
find
Dogs.
out
It'd be funny if I found it when I'm not looking for it. Is this historics? This must be historics. It must be built up inside of it.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
This isn't even your place.
Oi! You listening?
Oh.
Look lively! Die, vermin! Feed that leech as fast!
Anybody else? I've already been in here in the beginning of the game. Youth arrested for attempted murder. Last night, a young man named Tom Watts was arrested by the police for attempted murder in a renowned restaurant. I wonder how old this is. The Silver Bell on Percival Street. The suspect was spotted standing in front of the restaurant, pointing a gun at customers for about 1 minute without firing. 2 witnesses promptly reported his behavior. Watts was arrested without incident, but refused to give any explanation for his actions and only gave his name. His gun was loaded, confirmed the policeman who answered our questions. It is likely that Watts will feel the full force of His Majesty's sports for the transgression. The young man shall be jailed for a few years at least. Huh.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
I didn't lie to him. Why would I want to, though? It's his alcohol. Seems like rather pointless to steal his gin.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for
Why is
women,
that a
it's worse,
question?
as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud wet boot boy.
Ooh.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You refused to kill him because you wanted to feel some of that happiness yourself. You empathized with him.
Exactly. The man was a bloody landlord who rented overpriced flats. A selfish bastard. But he made me smile. And I was no different from him.
It's confusing.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die eventually.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened, staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those pre-one guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom.
What?
Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Are they stupid or something?
So few clients.
With the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
I don't think this direction is going to get me over there. Oh, okay, I see. Where is this? Actually have no fucking idea. I don't think. I swear I found the bridge entrances like 10,000 times, and now I don't know where they are.
Foolish girl and her pre-principles. She's got no idea who she's dealing with.
There's one. God, that is a lot of area to search.
There's safer places to be than here. Don't... It ain't human! Kill it! Burn it! Bloody leech!
God.
Filthy piece of shit! He's dead!
They supposed to be this easy to defeat? Jesus Christ. Oh, is this the house I was in before? Might not be. That is very dumb. Wait, it's acting like there's enemies in here?
It's locked, all right.
New hideout. Okay. Jason is a dude down there. Oh, I accidentally tried to jump over there. They're level 4. I really should just beat them to death. Like, Jesus. Just the easiest people to kill.
It's one of them! Fuck, it's fast!
I don't even have to heal with these guys around. They're just so weak. Was before. Oh my god, that staircase goes nowhere. Oh yeah, this is where I was before.
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here.
It was.
I should find some way to pay my respects.
How he knows. Flowers. I need to find flowers. Oh no, there's some flowers.
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Back home!
Oh.
Bloody monster! Watch it! It's a killer!
Ah! Ooh, I found a key. Wonder what it's to. This probably.
This is no place for a gentle. Look lively! It's all
God. So fast. My stomach just going nuts. Because I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Ooh, you tricksy bastard. This path looks familiar. Because it is. Alright. I'm gonna go back to him. Dyson. Did you teleport up to the stairs?
This is despicable.
You need a refill, you should calm down. Buddy.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Ah, you're that doctor.
Hey, you remember me this time.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
I'm sorry.
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. By killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
You made a mistake. A terrible mistake. Maybe an unforgivable one. But that does not mean that you are a monster.
I swear I did not want to kill anyone. I did not hide in the shadow to kill on purpose. That's my only defense.
It failed. Ah, god damn it.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My
So
group
you
wanted
thought
to destroy
violence
it,
would...
send a message.
I know he doesn't consider what he did violence, necessarily, like if no one had gotten hurt, but I do. Destruction of property is a form of violence.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
You mean both?
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Alright, I think that's gonna be it for the day. Yeah, God, I'm like 20 minutes over. So let's talk about the schedule. Tonight is gaming reveal, and I'll just tell you right now, it's Star Wars Battlefront 2. Fucking 90 gigabytes. And there's a link in the description of this video to buy my book or to join my Discord. You can join my locals to get access to exclusive content, including the Vampyr live streams. Hi, baby. And some writing as well. And then the schedule. So tonight, gaming reveal live stream. Tomorrow, nothing. Tuesday, Baldur's Gate 3. Wednesday night is the Dim News on the Dim side on Rumble. You did that. Merch. Yeah. Check out my new shop at cafepress.com/AlexofAllTrades for all kinds of products with my face on them.